I want to talk to you briefly today about rest and reflection, the R in our RESTORE acronym. Because it feels like today the world has made the ability to rest and reflect a lost art form. We are bombarded with the need to constantly evolve and stay busy or risk being left behind. However, the need to become better each day shouldn't really be exclusively identified with staying busy. Sometimes a better perspective is dependent on our taking time to slow down and reflect on what our life has become or what our actions have brought us. Have you ever stopped to look at the state of your life and not liked what you saw? I have. I can almost guarantee you we all have at one point or another, and that's why we're hesitant to do it again. Ignorance is bliss, right? So the good news is we don't have to stay that way. The day that you looked at your life and you were confused and you were disgusted as to who or what you had become and felt nothing but shame and condemnation and regret does not have to be the day you lose hope. Jesus tells us in John chapter 3, verses 17 and 18, "For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through him. Whoever believes in him is not condemned, but whoever does not believe stands condemned already because they have not believed in the name of God's one and only Son." See, regardless of what we think of our lives or how little hope we believe our lives hold for redemption, God has given us the one path from that prison of guilt and shame. He has given us the one way out. See, he didn't come into the world to condemn the world and say that there's no point, just go ahead and quit now. He came to break those chains and to save us from ourselves. If you've ever looked around at your life recently and you felt weighed down, I can tell you there is light at the end of the tunnel. All you have to do is raise your head. All you have to do is look up. Instead of looking down at everything that has gone wrong and the way your life has become, you can look up at the only one that can right those wrongs. Praise God. If you've given your life to Christ already and you've allowed him to break those chains that chase away your joy, that chase away your happiness, that chase away your relationships, that chase away your success, take the time today to rest and reflect on the way he has broken those chains and the way he has changed your life for the better. Because of you, you don't have to live in that fear anymore. See, if you've never asked him to change your life, I invite you to take a moment now to reflect on why not. I pray that you come to that point of desperation where you don't want tomorrow to end up like yesterday, where you don't want to wake up feeling exhausted at the thought of having to go through an entire day like the one you just survived. I pray that you get to that moment where you are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Tomorrow isn't promised. Go to him today and find rest and find freedom from those chains that are holding you down. I'd love to speak with you more about how this kind of freedom is possible. Don't hesitate to message us at the Restore page and we can talk and we can walk through how your condemnation becomes redemption. Thank you and God bless.